Hi, gamers. I'm back. Wowee. Who could have seen this coming? Hopefully, we can make it through the game today without, lots of issues occurring, like frame drops, and then the PC crashing, and then not even an hour after that, the internet going out for 24 hours. So, hopefully, things go well. Ooh, thank you. Okay. I don't... Alright. Let's pop into it. Gamers. Did I end up reading any dialogue last stream? I'm not uploading last stream. I'm just letting it sit. I don't remember if we read any dialogue. Let's just do a refresher. Nope. Beautiful. We'll do a refresh. Oh, yeah. Just no dialogue, yep.
Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
That animation is so good. Oh, well, since I don't... Oh, God. I can't go like 2 days without playing this game because I don't remember anybody's voices. Oh, well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know the Ten Mataro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Fox chamber through the air vent here. I'm always hella hyped for your streams at the minute, not gonna lie. We love the Ace Attorney stream series. Then went back through the duct and fled through the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there.
After I said that, I accidentally closed my phone. I've been waiting for this stream. Alright, bye stream. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting.
Oh god, not a stepladder. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. Oh my god. Apollo's dying. Somebody save him. There's a thick layer of dust in here. The godhead forehead is finally dead. I don't get it.
find anything?
Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Crazy. Who could have suspected that crawling through a dusty air duct, would make you covered in dust? That's crazy. Yeah. Dust. Lots of dust. Is it not dust? Like, what is the implication he's trying to make?
So, what'd you find?
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through the duct lately?
Ooh. Kinda looks that way. Or maybe it just gets dusty really fast, Apollo, okay? And if that's true, Mayor Tenma is gonna be fingered as the killer.
But
if we don't turn things around quickly, in justice we trust. Ack! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Ugh.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
And I'm back to my old devastated self. Apollo speaks so slowly. Ah, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on. Fulbright sneaking in on their conversation. So British. Let me suffer in peace. Ha ha ha! Justice prevails once more.
It's not over yet. And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do.
Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
And how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information about the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again, understood?
We did it, Apollo.
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write Dotard 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is more likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside Kyubi Manor. Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Taro was supposedly carrying, is it? The one and only. Miss Tenma, no doubt, tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about the prince?
Nope, no prints. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, prints or no prints, it's not gonna work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... And where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? Interesting.
The Amazing Ninetales.
Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He is a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger in the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. Just look to see if a criminal could be a lawyer or prosecutor. Tricky, but it's a case-by-case type of situation. Well, here's the thing, is he's not just a criminal. He is in prison right now, is the big thing. It's one thing if he's, you know, he's got a criminal record or something. It's crazy that he's in prison and allowed to come out just to prosecute, which is nuts. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered the great hero. It makes me think whoever's in charge of the legal system doesn't think he did it, yeah. The amazing Ninetales' fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center. Like, surely they have other prosecutors.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks.
Maybe they're doing a Phoenix and being, unless he has something to do with the case, or maybe they're doing a Phoenix and being sneaky. Maybe.
To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure 4 leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering a partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." And other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I don't think he killed whoever was. That's something to do with the thing, I'm not gonna lie. I know. Feels too easy and straightforward. I know. Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Haha.
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Awesome. And we know there's nothing straight about an Ace Attorney game. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on exorcisms? Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of the cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose. suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged to. Okay, Apollo, calm down. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up.
Oh, and a monster at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here too. I'm guessing Phoenix?
Mr. Wright!
I don't know why. I just got shocked by seeing him in a suit. I'm like, we've seen him in this game in the suit. Don't know why. That was like wild to me. I don't know why I was expecting to see him in the hoodie and the beanie. How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before. Now he doesn't look poor anymore. Really? What happened? It's awful, Mr. Wright. It's awful. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know, I've never had to defend a yokai before. You haven't? I have. What? The business about that locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room.
Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed.
Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we gonna get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that, back when I was still learning the trade. Mia mention! Mia Fey mention! She, also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. Even when they've hired an assassin to kidnap your best friend. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did. But an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... old friend, you say? Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Aww, it's nothing special. She's so cute. Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers. It's just...
I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people.
Oh, it's 100% Edgeworth.
Then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard. Don't hit books, it's not cool.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. I mean, imagine becoming a lawyer just because someone asked you to. That's crazy. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. That's crazy. Imagine. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client, Wright. Imagine a 13-year-old becoming a prosecutor. That would never happen. Or like, it's insane. Like, it's not like Apollo also knows somebody who became a lawyer at 17. That's crazy. And not like Phoenix knows someone who became a lawyer at 13. That's crazy. That's silly. It's so silly. Mr. Wright? Yeah? I'm gonna go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright. Time to see what's new down at the detention center. Oh, here we go. Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something. Oh my god, control! Eek! Caw-caw-caw! So my minions have returned. Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again. Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste. Wow. He's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. It's starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed, you know what I mean? If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now ask of me what you will. I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing? Indeed, the remnants of Tenma Taro, king of the underworld they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. Caw, 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 caw. The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie. What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once. Oh, I thought you were a yokai. What do you mean you're Jinxie? Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you? Well, now Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien. I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. Aw, that's so sweet. You didn't kill Alderman QB, did you? I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him. Oh. Raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash. Yikes! So you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with his statue. Better ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me. Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber. Whoa, is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too? Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. Oh my god. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber. So he wanted to keep it shut tight? But no fingerprints shall you find upon the key. How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then? Foolish mortal. You would have me, Tenma Taro, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Caw, 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 caw. Always an honor to serve, your malevolence. Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door. Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening long, long ago, would I have made my return? He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works? Forbidden chamber key. The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. New fingerprints could be lifted from it. What, might I ask, is that? The statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder. Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in just such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Kyubi, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it. Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck? Of that, Damien does not know. A secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it? I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Thanks for leading me onto what to do, Apollo. Thanks for telling me what to present. Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien. Somehow just discovered what theater mode is. Apparently, somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Caw, 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 caw! You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal. Awesome. Who placed this in the alderman's pocket? Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase. So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket? Could it have been his doing? Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro? Did you just remember something? Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Labelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase's contents did that aide possess. Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for. That is preposterous. He is a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien. It seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent Labelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. Labelle and rake him over the coals. Every time Apollo says his catchphrase, it's always in his head. Like, sweetie, if you want it to become your catchphrase, you gotta start saying it out loud. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead. Blackmail letter updated in the court record. There's still something that bothers me. If Mr. Labelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Hey, isn't that... is she okay?
No, you dare imprison me?
Jinxie! She's, acting really strange. Don't tell me she's also gonna be pretending to be possessed by a yokai.
That loathsome, no good nine-tailed fox, he shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie, are you alright? that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning? Isn't it already past noon?
And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I laid down to take a nap at the manor.
Oh no! It must have been in the...
Makura Geishi! Makura Geishi?
Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor? Or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makura Geishi preys on people while they're asleep.
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight. Or maybe a snug sleeping bag? Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead?
I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I'd say we had a more than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I'd better reapply them.
There she goes, all better. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
Oh, there was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? What do you remember, Jinxie? Tell us. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff, but there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Wait, what? Are you sure? Okay, so she opened the door and then someone came in after and planted them. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Ugh. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Don't say that, you're gonna jinx it. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the forbidden chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
A secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the fox chamber. But only Alderman Kyuubi knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the forbidden chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room
that must never be opened. Guess that means nobody entered the forbidden chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so...
So, the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber
were not in vain. Forbidden chamber key updated in the court record. The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed is only one of its kind. Interesting.
Alderman Kyuubi made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing.
Oh, interesting. It's broken.
The statue
Oh.
originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Interesting. So maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head?
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the alderman and I.
There we go. So what's gonna happen is the real killer is going to say, "Oh yes, that statue with the cup on it." And we're gonna go, "Aha! Only Jinxie and the alderman knew that, so that means you held the statue, which means you're the killer." Got it. I solved it. I solved it. It's just like the first case from the first game. How'd they know it was a clock unless they held it?
Now it's just me, but it's a symbol of goodwill. But its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind.
Fox and Demon statue. Updating the court record. Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. Yeah, see? Yep. That's how we're gonna get him. I'm already seeing it now. I'm seeing the plot. I'm seeing the pathway. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Dirty liar. My bracelet's being... My bracelet does not like when you say that. My bracelet, it's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be... In justice we trust. Yikes.
Eek! A ghost!
Oh! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we wanted to ask. But I can't tell you that now, can I?
Oh, come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust. Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma. To the station with you. He took her away. Missed my chance to see what she was lying about. Everyone's like, no, Apollo, you're not allowed to use your magic powers.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber.
Let's go check it out. I just hope they let us in now. What happened to his hair? He didn't always look like that, right? Okay, yes, I thought. Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman. Your Honor, this guy in the picture is obviously blonde. My hair is blue, so it couldn't interpret me.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what.
Oh yeah, before we search the Fox chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Imagine if that literally happens. one sec. Why? If it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with me? There's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming from? His shoulder pads, do you not see? You'll have to excuse me. Why? Hello? LaBelle here? Whoa. Wait, that's actually kind of epic, though. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? It's actually kind of cool. Yes, about that, you must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare. Where do you buy clothes like that? Surprise! This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty. Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me. Yucky. You simply don't have an eye for beauty. Oh, Apollo. Oh, Apollo. This is why you're the best. If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. So, what do you want with me? Yeah, what do you want with him, Apollo? Go ahead, tell him. I can't believe he's thinking this during Pride Month. Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Denmadaro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, didn't you see— You, yucky. Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Denmadaro. So he did see something. Then why'd you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Denmadaro. That one's new to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Denmadaro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. Fine, I have to update my questioning. So, what was the rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, then she starts wandering around doing strange things. Is that so? Although, come to think of it...
That loathsome no-good nine-tailed fox, he shall know the terror that is mine in despair.
That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. Once she even put on a Denmadaro costume and wandered around the woods at night. She did? Whoa. Okay. I wish I'd never asked.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession. Then maybe... Oh, so you do understand. That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now, wait a minute. Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene, did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk about him. Let's ask him about the blackmail letter then. What is that? It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman Kyubi. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And? Your point being? Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it into the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally, perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. Or my eyes fall from their sockets. Is it possible you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Well... My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. You can't destroy evidence like that. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now? Just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. Guess that's it for now. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. He destroyed the evidence. This guy's the worst. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Couleur Me LaBelle. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius. Apollo, you need to start saying this stuff out loud. I need Apollo to be more snappy out loud. As a treat. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met. That little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. considered a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, Apollo, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Hair color that washes out with water. It's Florent LaBelle's own brand and isn't available to the general public. That's also going to be majorly important later for some reason. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. You still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Alright, bye. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Ooh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? I know why the murder happened. The psycho uses blood as hair dye. We'll just have to open it to find out. We should also see if there was anywhere the killer could have hid in this room. Okay, let's get started. Apurate, Apollo, apurate. Any ideas? So the crime scene was locked tight at the time. Ugh, this is a tough one. The only people in the locked room were the deceased, the alderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room? But is there really anywhere to hide in the Fox Chamber? That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Ten Mataro made an appearance. There's never an exorcist around when you need one. Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that. Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain-in-the-neck yokai. I don't know. I have a feeling Ten Mataro could exorcise an exorcist. As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that feels. Alright, let's look around. Wait. Athena, this is very important. Yep, that's your attorney's badge, alright. Its dull, grimy look makes me think of all the courtroom battles you faced so far. I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to go. Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate her dreams about work just yet. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door won't budge just like those spiky bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I haven't even tried? No, wait, don't. Ah! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. Maybe the killer hid under this table? That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above. Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait! There's something under the table. Let's check it out. No one's picked this up before? Hey, look! There's something down here. I like to imagine Apollo and Athena crouched down in the blood right now, looking under this table. Oh man, there's something down there. That's crazy. It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? Oh, it's the statue. Oh, I know. It might be a piece of this statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill.
So this piece broke off and rolled under the table?
Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record. I don't think we'll find anything else on this chair. Okay, fine, Apollo. I was just looking. God.
Look at all these feathers.
And bloody tracks, too.
Then we have Jinxie and Mr. Filch's eyewitness reports.
And a newspaper photo.
Our yokai's definitely not the shy type, that's for sure.
This is bad. Mayor Tenma is scary enough without people thinking he's a yokai. Nothing else? Oh. The screen? Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check out the other side? Fine, jeez, Apollo. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it?
Hey! This statue moves!
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap.
I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid.
I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still. There might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in. It's gotta be on the folding screen, yeah? That's my guess. We're gonna look at this folding screen. And it's gonna show you, yeah, they gotta look like this, don't they? Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well.
Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen?
But I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room? Let's turn the whole place upside down.
He's as excited as a kid in a candy store.
Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. Find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate.
There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something.
Hey, I bet you're right.
They're gonna open this chamber and there's gonna be like 100 dead bodies in it.
Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb.
Air duct.
There really is no escaping here through that air duct. And here we went through all the trouble of bringing a ladder to check it out.
Oh, and here we went through all the trouble of bringing a ladder to check it out.
That's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a stepladder. You're an idiot.
What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them.
What's the difference? Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right.
You're way too competitive, and it's not even related to the original issue either. Better take a look behind this door, too. Great. Oh, look. The doorknob banged into the wall. Made a big dent, too. That wouldn't have happened if the killer had been hiding there.
Right. I guess that rules out the old hide behind the door trick.
Interesting. Interesting. On closer inspection, I think there's more to this screen than meets the eye.
Let's check every last inch of it.
I can rotate the folding screen with and if If I spot anything of interest, I can press A on it to inspect it further. You can also zoom in and out with R&B to get a better look. Now let's check every last inch of it. Awesome. Oh, there's keyhole. What's this? It's like a keyhole or something?
You think it could be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber?
And are those keys on the side? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say. A picture's worth 1,000 words. And these are like keys, I'm guessing? It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Wait. What about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think the two are related?
A key and a keyhole?
Ooh, I just got an idea. If we fold this screen up just right, the key and keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Boop. And boop. Interesting. Look, a door.
Yeah, and it's open too.
The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? Apollo, let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. No one's tried this before? That's crazy. Look, a lock appeared.
Now we can use that key.
Okay, here goes nothing. It worked! Time to see why this chamber is so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? I'd love it. I would love it if they open the door and we're suddenly just attacked by, like, Ten Mataro. That'd be the greatest. It's like, oh man, yeah, we really should not have opened this door. April 18th, QB Manor, Forbidden Chamber. Those doors need some serious oil. Oh, that was like nails on a chalkboard. Alright, forgot about those super good ears of yours. The jump scares in this game are something. Ooh. Look. More feathers. Oh, look! Look, there's the hair dye. Ooh. Whoa! That's actually sick. What the heck is that? Is that a Ten Mataro statue? But there's something odd about it. It's got the staff. All I know is I don't like it. I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. This looks like the boss room. The boss music starts playing and two lawyers suddenly gotta battle Ten Mataro. You're not scared, are you? What, of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left. There's a bunch of staves on that rack. One's missing. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier.
You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Ten Mataro carrying?
Yeah, I bet our Ten Mataro impersonator really did come in here at some point.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place.
Okay, well, I think we know who it was. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here for very long.
Oh, it's hand cream.
Let's see what brand it is. Oh, it's hand cream.
Je suis Labelle?
LaBelle? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here? I guess so. But why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Ten Mataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped his hand cream at that time.
In other words, the Ten Mataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than
Florent LaBelle. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Hand cream, an item that was recently dropped in the Forbidden Chamber. It bears the Je suis la belle logo. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Huh. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy? Some sort of monk, maybe? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training? Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, look! There's some yellow thing strapped to his back. Whoa, it's turning into Tenmataro. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Looks like a gravestone or something. It reads, "Here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone." Say it ain't so. Besides, this sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait. You're joking around because you're scared? It's your coping mechanism? I'm not scared. Freak out central right here, baby. Cut it out, widget. Denial is strong in this one. Stone lantern. Looks like those Japanese garden lamps. Where's the switch? Lamps like this are lit by fire, not electricity, so there is no switch. Oh, here it is. What? It was hidden out of sight. I see Tenmataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities that a yokai could want. Oh look, there's an air vent here too. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads. Why is there a vent? Isn't this room supposed to keep Tenmataro locked up? Why would they have an open vent? Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. I doubt that. Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. But the Tenmataro or the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant, but why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here. Ah! Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Ew. What is that? Looks like some sort of figure? It's so dusty I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden chamber figure added to the court record. A figure that has been left inside the Tenmataro statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggests it has been there for some time. Oh, Apollo's about to free the evil to the world, isn't he? Yep. Oh, Apollo. It happens. Is there anything else? Oh. There's the feathers. Thank you for the hydrate. Apollo is the destroyer of worlds. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox Chamber. That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why? Maybe Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here? I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here?
The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder.
Wow. This is one tough riddle, alright. Hi, Druzy. It's been a while.
I was shocked to hear a demon appeared at your trial.
You were shocked? I was the one questioning him.
Wish you would have called me in.
Really? You would have come to my rescue?
With a demon like that, your tightrope style of defense, and my magic tricks, we would have had it all. We could have been the three great illusions. The truth, the audience would have been in the palm of our hand.
I'd settle for convincing the judge with some solid evidence.
It's everyone's favorite, Trucy's 2 cents. Go ahead, ask me anything.
My client has turned into a demon. I don't know what he's thinking, and I have no idea what to do.
I think this calls for placing yourself in the other person's shoes. In other words, think of what it's like to be a demon. That should be easy for you, Polly.
Right, okay, here goes.
A red demon! Return to the black pit from whence you were spawned.
It ain't easy being a demon, that's for sure. Alright, I don't think she's got anything. Nope, nothing. Just Athena. Hi, Athena. Oh my god, I missed something. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like one's missing. The Tenmataro Jinxie-san must have taken it.
I'd have to agree. These look like the one these look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares? Tenmataro might be, absent-minded or something? But the fact that he has spare staves handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Guess that about wraps it up. Oh my god, I can't believe there's one little thing I missed. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie?
Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenmataro. Alright.
Alright.
April 18th, Kyubi Manor, foyer. It's the curse of Tenmataro. Eek. Oh. Dude, he just pilfered Widget. You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your business, will ya? And the bracelet. Ouch, what's all this about a curse? Tenmataro's gonna curse us all. Oh my god. Tenmataro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say. Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine. You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that. Same goes for my bracelet. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again.
You almost kidnapped my sweet little Widget.
That big jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget? Grr. Yipes. Mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit, Azuki Kozo, was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. Oh, so that's the statue we got. It's none other than Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd leave one of these figures at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson, because he was my grandpappy. Wow, you don't say. Thieves' honor. It's the honest truth. So he stole something in the past, and that's why that statue was there. Ah, the sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver outer of wealth, reborn. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yes! Looks just like that dusty old figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Forbidden Chamber figure updated in the court record. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever. Me and my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that there chamber. Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he? Seeing how there was one of his figures in there? That just might be. That's Grandpappy for ya. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor. Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmadaro near the scene of the crime? Sorry, I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Well, his grandfather is the one in this statue, and he leaves these statues when he steals stuff. Also, this guy stole Widget and the bracelet and Apollo's bracelet. So, that's about it. We got him back, though. We got him back. The people of Ninetails Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmataro. Darn right, them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell ya. That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetails Vale? Yep, I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like rule book to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? Ain't you been listening to a word I said? You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. Ooh, we got him.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. One second. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Yipes! You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmataro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro, but said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen. So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you? Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed. The rumor again. Guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor. Ow! Hey, watch it! Village superstitions stolen by Phineas Filch. I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it. Was that all we wanted to ask, Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenmataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. Alright, let's go see him. Lord Tenma! Your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. What if I were to say Chainsaw Man and Amori are the greatest things ever created? Would I be cancelled? Would I be killed? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. You cannot silence my truth. Why are you speaking like that? Oh, Mayor Tenma, you returned. Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm on my head. I meant in general, Cat, like to the world, not just here. No, you be chill. The world would understand. Because Chainsaw Man and Amori are some of the greatest things the world's ever created. Very true. Yeah, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. It's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So, what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. He got demons inside of him. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. He's a Sigma. Huh? Oh, come on. Caw. No match is this warding charm for me. This is a charm. Tenmataro's back. Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming that child for my doings. I blew it. That question brought the yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. We'd like to ask you about something your aide Florent LaBelle mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? Me with the corn, me looking tasty as hell. What is wrong with you? I know not of what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Tenmataro, demon lord of the yokai, protect a mere mortal. Caw. No affections do I possess for your race of humans. Please, we already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai on the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name. You non-chicken owners would never understand. But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak. I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo? I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain the whole possession thing. Knock yourself out, then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts. Aw. Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of... Whenever they call her Jinxie, I think of that Siege streamer. Form of somnambulism. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Yeah, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Ninetales Vale? When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night. I knew it. That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state, and that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level. So then the Tenmataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie. Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Tenmataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's... Oh, look! Tenmataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma? Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you. Beautiful. Glad we exorcised demons today. Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you? I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. I knew it. You suspect Florent is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenmataro for a spell. We've exorcised him with the power of a psychology degree. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenmataro. That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Okay, Apollo. Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now. Yeah, I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Your dinner is ready, your malevolence. Ah, an offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there. You must not gaze upon it. The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Caw, 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 caw. Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mr. Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth? Me when a word sounds like one of the 3 funny sexualities. He won't be able to claim that the Tenmataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we gonna get him to admit it was him? April 18th, UB Manor. Foyer. Okay, his hair's purple now. Now let's practice that again. Filchy from the top. Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, oh heck, what was the next part again? You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. Now, a human 100 times more, and we're done. What on earth are they practicing? Testimony, alibi, that's what they're practicing. Aw, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir, it's just all this practice. Yipes! Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours? Did Filch LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? You peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me? Your confession to being the Tenmataro imposter would be nice right about now. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Filchy, you fool! Yipes! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth! So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle? Why? To protect darling little Jinxie, of course. But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenmataro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tenmataro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort. That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenmataro was a jinx. Ow, ow, ow. I said Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times. Yipes! So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then. I'll be waiting. with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you. Get him, Apollo. Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones. Huh? What? Was I sleeping? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow. Apollo, you should take a camera with you sometimes, bro. Oh, I'm begging you. Not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Ah! Right up the schnozzle. Keep quiet and do exactly as I say. No, please. Anything but another lesson. There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Accursed Ninetales Fox. My grudge has been festered over time. At last vengeance will be mine. Grr. She must be possessed, or sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead? Psst. Jinxie? Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. Phew. Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. Oh, Apollo. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. Yeah? Which one? Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro. It shows them dancing together. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together? Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Alright, for the municipal merger issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning. We weren't fighting, it was just the spirited debate. It's what we lawyers... No fighting! Charm slapped again. Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Alright, so Jinxie, this is my magic bracelet. If you lied to me, it will cut my hand off, so don't lie to me. Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Eek! Like what? Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time? When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. Liar, liar. I knew it. She's holding something back. Now I gotta use magic bracelet. Pew! Okay. So it's her hand twitches when she said that's all he said. I gotta wait for it to loop back around.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
Eek! How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
She's so right. We got her. And we got Apollo. He's a demon. Lock him up.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Kyubi."
He said what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime? Whoa.
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
Nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me.
I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious? Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we gonna do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened that door, Alderman Kyubi and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mystery person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Taro. But Papa and the alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenma Taro, Florence LaBelle. Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style. Yeah. Yeah, we will. To be continued. Oh boy. April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Now just straight into it. Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise. Oh my god, the Hawk's back. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. And I can't wait. to do this trial. Another day. Maybe tomorrow, actually. Maybe. If I do stream tomorrow, it's gonna be an earlier one. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for showing up. It's been fun. It's been a blast. I'm gonna send you all over to the Guru. Go send some love over there. Yeah. Sad I couldn't stream for the past few days, but it's okay. It's okay. No stream Saturday. If I stream Sunday, it's not gonna be Ace Attorney, probably. But definitely back with Ace Attorney on Monday if I don't stream tomorrow. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining up. It's been fun. I'm gonna go rest for a while because I'm getting a little